Hi Taurus, how are you? It's Kimberly. I'm doing a bonus reading for you for the end of August coming into September. We're going to look at you and what, who, or what you're dealing with, okay? What you might have left. So let's see individually. First, these are a little wooden deck that I just did last week, so they're new. They're working well so far, but I am trying to get them as an overall energy. This is for Taurus, please. This is coming out of August into September, I want to say. The energies for these readings. Alright, thank you. For Taurus. So, there's a Scorpio or something that you had a transition with coming through the door. It's definitely a lesson. It being able to leave something behind. You see that. Having real growth, acceptance, steady growth. So there is something that you're transforming with. Let's see how the person that you're dealing with thinks. Well, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign as well, I feel. Could be fire, so those components, this is the Empress, the all-knowing, could be a transformation with her mother, okay, a mother energy. If whoever you're dealing with, they're using their wisdom. It could be an older energy than yourself. Let's see what this outcome is. Look at this. There's been a Sagittarius, maybe, a slowing up of something, having patience with a Scorpio. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, and a fire sign. I feel that water and fire. Could be heated emotion as well. Let's see what happened, coming into August in the middle, which we just did a reading. You can check whatever sign you are, Taurus. If you're a cross watcher, you can check. I just did a unity of the elements. So this is coming in. Well, look, strength. So there's a link to something that you're using your intuition with. I like that. There's temperance there. So coming out of August, you're gaining a transition. You're gaining some temperance. You definitely gain strength. Something might be starting early. This could be with a friend, or this could be, if it doesn't matter what male or female, but I am feeling female on the board. Wow. Look, it was a card in there that I didn't know, and it shot it out at me. So maybe you're dealing with, there you are, Taurus, coming out. I didn't know it was in these cards, but don't worry, we'll get to Scapini too. So, what's this Empress here for, please? Can I have an energy for Taurus? What is the person? Why are they dealing with an Empress? Yeah, I knew something was coming in, maybe slow and steady. You've been submitting to something, maybe your ego side, your shallow side, you're using your intuition. They're showing me crown chakra. They're also showing me growth. Here's what the other person gained. Maybe the other person that you're dealing with, Taurus, slow and steadily has been spending a lot of time with themselves, had to do some healing, had to make a transformation. How do you feel about that? Well, you were just right. You were trying to be patient, but there was a little emotion. You could be dealing with the number 4. So you definitely have an Aries here. I said that I felt fire, but you also have Earth. So there was a heated conversation, maybe got toxic. Let's see. Yeah, you felt like, you were stuck, so you left somewhere. Something that you had to go through was very hard, or whoever you're dealing with, too. They've been spending a lot of time slow. Maybe you feel there's no movement. You're hoping they balance something. You're making quick transitions, Maybe you were already stuck and you gained some strength through this experience. Yeah, you headed out into the unknown, Taurus. Even through the door, you made a choice. You knew it was rather hard. Maybe you were dealing with this post. Maybe it's a parent trying to have patience or slow down emotion. I see that, but it's not with so much yourself, with somebody else. Right? So one more, they said, please, into the unknown for Taurus. What is that? I like the 4 being here, but then there's a 5. So you're thinking about something. Wow, I didn't want to take all them, but I will. Yeah, there was something that you put down, you know, in a Five of Cups emotion. I don't really read these upside down, but I would like to say, being that the bone collector's there, is that you did put it down. You found a way. You put something to a deep freeze, and that's what I feel. And either you want that with someone else or they want you. You know, maybe they thought you were stuck with something and they were trying to, like I said in another reading, you know, really help you into an unknown. But you had to do something yourself, so you move forward. I love your energy. Yeah, you had movement, see? I'm not lying. And you know what? It's good movement. You know, it's maybe there's no place like home, the balloon, you're trying to get somewhere, you know, maybe you're moving away from home, you know, maybe you're venturing on, but there's definite movement here, especially in communication and in yourself physically. You know, maybe there's a move you'd want to do. Yeah, listen, you got the field of dreams coming up here, Taurus. So I like that. You know, you're nurturing something. You're making a decision to expand. You felt you've been stuck in the mud for a minute. You could have been dealing, you know, with an earth sign you feel is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, you wish there was movement between that and a Gemini. I think that's what the factors are with an Empress that needs patience with, either a Capricorn. Yeah, there's an Aries, maybe something, you know, you didn't want that was out of control. Yeah, it wasn't a benefit. There was movement with something with an Aries you thought was out of control. But you know what? You found a way, because look, maybe this is two empresses, or maybe you're dealing with two components of a mother energy, a stepmom, you know, a mother-in-law, something like that, you know, and you're trying to gain patience with it. You're trying to be respectful right here, but sometimes you lose your patience. Yeah. You know, maybe you feel you didn't use your judgment with that and you kind of stormed off. It was early, and then, you know, and then there is love afterwards. So something happened, you know, I want to say before the portal. So occasionally you'll think about this person, Taurus, you know, there's, you know, yeah. You plant seeds of thought of love because you do love them, but you understand where they're coming from. They understand where you're coming from. So there's a duality in both of them. You don't want a hermit. You stop by in and out, you know, but you don't want to carry, you have something to begin. You could be a younger energy. You know, there's something maybe you didn't see coming with a Taurus sign. You know, you didn't even think it was headed for you. That could be yourself. Maybe, you know, something that because you didn't see or even experience or say something, you held something, it gave you some type of feeling. Maybe it's to do with work. Maybe you've been putting money or putting money away, or you're being careful of resources too towards September. There's something you want to do. Be careful with your spending because you don't want to regret something there, it says. Yeah, be careful. Double death right there. Double death. So it just means, you know, a new path. See that? You know, there's a new brighter path coming. You know, maybe there's a key that you had to use to transform. I like that. You know, maybe you feel like what's ever in your way isn't really that hard with coming to transformations like this in August, something you want to handle. You're really paying attention to what you do. And you know, in the past, before the door, you didn't use judgment with something, but you kind of figured it out. You got a lot of choices. You know, maybe there's a little confusion with a Cancer sign. There could be a fire sign as well as a Leo. But, you know, there was something that you, in the past, with the judgment, same kind of resistance of transformation, there was a resistance here, but something that you conquered in August will pay forward. You know, there's you upside down. You know, you want something to pay forward. That's what I'm hearing. So maybe you lent a lot of money out and something didn't pay forward, or somebody didn't give you back. I feel that as well. A money issue here. So try to be careful. Yes, yeah, no. Say something of a scorpionic lesson, maybe lending something of money to an older empress and then didn't give it back. And you know what I mean? And you love them, you want to come with them kind, but you were kind of using that money to plant something. You really wanted to. So now you got to start again and think of something. So I'm just letting you know in August, Taurus, there's a warning. You might have to help somebody, but they're going to have a hard time paying it back. Yeah, oh, you see? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're still going to make a good choice there. You can't resist but try to help because you have a big heart. You know, and maybe you felt like something was a little, you know, sneaky about a way of an empress that tried to borrow something. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know it. You already knew it before you lent it. You know, there's something there. I don't really quite like the energy, but I'm going to let it go. Maybe there's an argument around with a Cancer, an argument around with a Gemini, a duality for something, you know, that causes a little confusion. You lose the faith in it. You walk away. You don't have no time for it. You know, I see you pulling away to something. You don't even know what to say about the situation half the time, so I don't know who this is for. But there's something going on. Yeah, but don't worry, because I wanted to check with you. You got the sun coming, but you're just moving forward. But unfortunately, there's energies around you. Like I said, family. There's something with the business. There's something with you that you're lending money. Be careful. You're helping, but you really trust the person. You had faith that they would do the right thing. You know, it's just going to take a minute. You might be dealing with a Libra. Libra Gemini is definitely on the board. Scorpionic energy, too, with the Cancer. You do have that here. Pisces, Cancer, unknown. You know, moon phase. Maybe you feel a little different in the moon phase. But come September, you're going to find truth. There's going to be some healing, okay? Maybe you're going to realize something. Maybe be a little more careful. Hopefully you'll see this reading early, whoever is going to lend money. You're going to help, but, you know, watch that it's for the right reasons or whatever you're spending resources there. Yeah, stand up for yourself there. And you're going to do it because there's that Seven of Wands. You got a lot of things coming to you, but you got 2 sevens here. So there's definitely a change in you, but there's also a change in the way you're strategizing and you're saving for something. You don't want to waste your manifestation. I see that. Yeah, something you're going to be pleased with in September. You got the sun, you got the happiness, and you got something you stood up for yourself. You know, I think you finally were holding something for a minute and then you let loose. You know, you let loose or somebody else did. Maybe there was 2 empresses, you know what I mean? It was strong. It was earlier years. Something happened. I'm just saying. I don't know what this is. Yeah. And there's been apologies, okay? So, you know, maybe younger years, this was a connection, something to do with younger years. There's also love right here. I'm telling you that. You know what I mean? There's a duality. Maybe you know, there's 2 choices you have to make and you feel stuck with something. But I really think Taurus is for helping something out. I have to say that's how I read this, you know. Let's see if there's any advice. You know, where's it pulling on your heart chakra? I feel solar plex. You know, you're really trying to work it right here. Coming out of that Cancer place and into Aquarius. There's something creative you want to do. Any advice for a lovely Taurus, please? Any advice? Okay. Yeah. Look, your heart, you know, definitely I knew they were working on some chakra, and that's the heart chakra. That's hard too, the lower heart, the emotion opening wide, you know what I mean? You're wide open, that light, you know, the heart. You're also standing on something you want to do. So you're, oh yeah, look at this. Maybe you're going to use something in a home or you're going to grab some business because I did see that King of Pentacles come out. You try to be patient in a home. Maybe there's a mother-in-law or something, you know, and at times things get out of hand, you know. You know, yeah. Right there. You're trying to be gentle when the things get out of hand, you know. You don't want anything, you know, bull crap coming in that's young that you have to balance. So you just listen and see when things are all right with your energy. And when something's unknown, you're out of there. You say, time to deep freeze. There's nothing here for me. I'm out. You don't want to hold this fire. And that's really showing that you're not letting anybody take your energy. You know, that's what that's saying. You know, maybe you don't even plan what's happening, your movement, but you ain't getting involved in no storm fields. That's how you feel. You were stuck in the mud a lot. You already learned your lesson with something, so it became a ghost land. You figured, and you walked away. Dragon's Lair. There was nothing there. You've already, battled that. You already battled that. You're just bouncing from home to home, but you're committed to stay away from toxic. You have a plan coming, and you're going to notice something really in a lot of movement because of the way you used your intuition. Now, you had some King of Pentacles there, but it told you to be careful with money right there. Also said that your heart was wide open. Maybe you learned something that was toxic, and you found patience with yourself and gained some strength. So I think your September reading looks wonderful. I'm going to end that at 1513. So, something maybe hard that you had to go through is going to stabilize and end with those numbers as well, 6 and 4. So that's a completeness. You had a lot of 10s there and you had a lot of 3s. There you go. Yeah, I like it. So you're finally knocking down people that you have no tolerance if they're going to take any of your energy. You've been through that, done that, and it's over. You walk through the door of value, but really, you don't even have to think about it. You're just moving forward. Don't worry, because whatever you do, right there with these two cards, all possibilities, the world is yours type of energy. I love it with double intuition here and strength backing you up and ending with that 10 of cups upright because you stuck up for yourself because you knew something was unknown. You knew something just quite wasn't right, but you resisted saying anything. You figured you had no choice. You didn't want to get involved, but there's something that you love of a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio around there. Maybe the Empress or the mother-in-law, Taurus, you have something going on with, like you have to use your space with that, your judgment, but you do it with respect. That's all I have to say. All right, 1636. I knew you were going to complete 9-9. So a choice to complete 9, okay? It looks good for you. All right, see you soon. Bonus reading for you. Take care.